Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about some more signs that you could be dealing with a narcissistic person. As so many of us hit a moment within our lives, the light bulb moment when we've been walking around in a trance, often knowing something isn't quite right, yet too busy questioning ourselves or making excuses for other people's negative behaviour, trying to help those that are damaging to our mental, physical and emotional health without even realising they are damaging to us. Then something clicks and we realise that their treatment, their behaviour and actions towards us just aren't right. That light bulb moment, it can be one insignificant thing or one major thing after so many. And we begin to connect the dots. Then we might stumble across the word narcissist, not knowing enough, yet knowing some. We might question, am I the narcissist? First, if you ask this, the answer is usually no. Then remember, whatever you did was either to protect yourself from harm or to help them. And it's usually with good intentions. With good intentions, there's no wrong way or right way to live your life. There is only your way. If you don't go around exploiting other people, if you don't go around feeling entitled to exploit other people with a lack of empathy to care, there's a good chance you're not the narcissist. When you can see other people's perspectives, when you can feel guilt, remorse, when you have empathy and can put yourself in another person's shoes, these are all qualities that narcissists are missing. If a narcissist in your life is a friend, a co-worker, boss, relative or partner, you might discover one of your parents or both are. So you walked around attracting them, believing and accepting their behaviour as normal that you should have never accepted. It's confusing on so many levels. Long-term narcissistic abuse actually causes brain damage. It shrinks our hippocampus in our brains, which houses our memories, making it hard over time to remember the simple things. It grows our amygdala, which houses our emotions. When surrounded by negative people, those in negative emotions such as fear grow horrifically. So when a narcissist is threatening to us, we're already in a state of fear. When they're telling us we're losing our mind, we're losing our memory, that never happened, we're already questioning ourselves as our memories aren't quite as good as they used to be. Working on learning new things helps our hippocampus go back to normal, and working on handling our emotional health, while staying away from the negative people helps our amygdala grow back to normal, looking for the positives and finding things to be grateful for. Gaslighting is psychological manipulation to distort another person's reality. It is a hideous form of psychological and emotional torture, making it increasingly difficult to know your own reality and your own truths. Writing it all out to gather your thoughts and reclaim your reality helps. Also, talking to those who have lived it, that understand you, so you know you're not alone and your feelings are normal, valid and rational. Silent treatments, another psychological manipulation for the narcissist to keep control by causing people extreme mental and emotional pain, and who look for what they did wrong to make it up to the narcissist to escape the pain the narcissist has put them in. When you're at peace with yourself, learning who you are, creating dreams for the future, knowing why you want something and what the outcomes are, those silent treatments will be long forgotten. You'll find your inner peace in no contact, or if you have to deal with them, you will understand the importance of no reactions and not letting their negative, toxic behaviours impact who you are or how you feel. You'll learn self-discipline and self-control. You'll observe and no longer absorb. You might not feel this in the beginning, yet please believe it. Others have before, and you can too. Provoking. A narcissist will look for any argument in any given situation if it suits them. They will go all out to destroy special occasions. They will gaslight and blame shift. They will deny things they said, blame you for something you might not have even done, whatever they can to escape responsibility, to avoid being held accountable and turn everything onto you. With a narcissist twisted words, we often believe them, and things like, it wasn't that bad, that never happened, and if you didn't, I wouldn't, When our mind's already in a state of confusion, we look to believe in them and not within our own instincts. This can actually cause reactive abuse, which they will play down their behaviour and exaggerate your reactions. With our hippocampus shrinking, our memories slowly fade, and with their gaslighting, we start to truly blame ourselves and make excuses for their behaviour towards us. With our emotions on overload, we think it's down to how we are feeling and blame ourselves for their actions. This gets us walking on eggshells for fear of reactions and fear of pain, yet it's still not enough to stop them and their toxic negative behaviour, as a narcissist will come at us all the more. All this then causes cognitive dissonance within our minds, where our beliefs are constantly contradicted with our realities, often living the realities that we get sold to us in convincingly false narratives by a narcissist of the narcissist reality. As our boundaries get slowly broken down from the massive tantrums they play, from those silent treatments to the sulking, the triangulation, provoking, blame shifting, we lose our values, our beliefs, our realities. A narcissist slowly sinks us. We lose our self-confidence with their toxic words and behaviour, leaving our thoughts and judgment clouded. Writing out the reality and the facts of what is truly happening as you set your mind straight again, knowing that no one deserves to be treated the way a narcissist treats you, accepting responsibility for your own behaviour, learning that it's not who you truly are, who you want to be, passing the responsibility of the actions towards you back to them, back to the rightful owner. Learning from experience, growing from experience, taking those lessons with you, healing the inner pain and letting go of the past, learning to speak up for who you are again, and connecting with the right people, with loving people, with genuine people, with caring people just like you. When you learn and know who you are, your values, your beliefs, behaviours you will no longer accept, and your boundaries, the right people will enter your life. You'll learn to trust those instincts and not the poisonous words of others. You do not attract narcissistic people because something is wrong with you. You attract narcissistic people because something is right with you, because they're envious of you, because they want to take something from you. Those qualities are yours, just learn to protect them with boundaries. With a narcissist triangulation, we are often left isolated with only them to turn to for reality checks. They will lie about what others say to them about you. They will lie to others about what you've said about them. Or if you speak out about something the narcissist has said, the other party has said about you. If you defend yourself, a narcissist will happily go and tell the other person. Reaching out to those who tried to warn you, finding your courage to do just that, to stop overthinking it. It's difficult to stop overthinking when there's that much going on. We need to think about what's happening. What is the worst that could happen when you go and approach someone who tried to warn you? They reject you. When they're not in your life right now, you will be fine without them if they reject you. If they cannot forgive you, or at least try to understand what truly happened. Yet chances are the best will happen. Most people care enough to try and warn you. They will care enough to walk with you in recovery. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to cut people out. Self-isolation through the manipulation of another is a normal response. Let go of any remorse or guilt, otherwise it eats into your presence. Talk it out, grieve. Forgiveness is for you first, then let it go. It will not serve your future. The negative needs leaving in the past so you can start finding your inner joy and happiness to create the future of your dreams, whatever those dreams are for you. We often end up trauma bonded with all the highs and all the lows, the highs releasing dopamine and the lows releasing cortisol, meaning we become chemically addicted on a subconscious level. Tony Robbins' 6 human needs, love and connection, growth, certainty, uncertainty, significance, contribution, or get filled up in a narcissistic relationship in negative ways. When we do anything within our lives that fills these 6 human needs, if it meets 3, we become addicted. With narcissists, we feel connected when they are treating us right. We build a bond with them. We love them. When they're idolizing us, we build that connection with them. Growth in the short term when they're idolizing us, when they're selling us the false dreams, our dreams that we want, that the narcissist is just selling us to future fake. The certainty that we have them in our lives. Uncertainty, as we never know who they're going to be. Significant and contribution when we are doing our best to help them, not knowing they are sinking us. We meet all 6 of those needs within a narcissistic relationship in a negative way. Reconnecting to positive things to break these negative addictions, you have to know why you must do it, know why the negative addiction is no longer serving you, and find something that you love doing that's positive, that will serve you and those around you in a positive way, whatever that is for you. Reading, writing, dancing, singing, yoga, meditation, exercise, cooking, cleaning, gardening. Find something that you're passionate about, something you enjoy, something you like to talk about, to give you that get up and go to keep busy. It's okay to not know what you want right now. Just keep trying new things and finding things that make you happy until you find the thing for you when you find it. Do not quit. Say no to quitting on you. Yes, life gets tough. Yes, we all make mistakes. It's okay to try and reach a new approach until you achieve it. Acknowledge any achievements along the way so your mind and your thoughts start to see them, starts to believe in yourself, believe in them, and gives you the encouragement to keep going. Narcissistic people will threaten, bully and intimidate us, placing that fear in us and lowering our self-worth. And that fear is heightened because of our amygdala growth within our minds. Fear from when the narcissist says, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Threats that they'll take the children or harm the family, destroy your job. They tell you that no one will ever love you. The gaslighting of you're insecure whenever you speak out about your own instincts. Trust those instincts. They know what they're on about, even when you don't. When they tell you you're crazy and you feel like you're going crazy, that you'll never be nothing, that you'll never have anything, that you're not good enough, and all the rest. And when you're living with someone who's constantly putting you down, who's constantly making you feel crazy, who's constantly causing those trust issues, you question yourself and not the very person who's driving you to feel that way. Most people who threaten don't always carry out on those threats. They're threatening to keep you in a place you shouldn't be. Most people who act on these things, they act on impulse. Do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Protective orders. But don't let that fear stop you from living your best life. If you're leaving them, don't let them know. Don't tell them in person. You don't know how they will act. Focus on getting out safely. A narcissist slowly takes us down, destroying our thought process so we can no longer think straight. We can no longer think clearly, believing how we feel isn't normal when it is actually very normal when you're living through life with a narcissistic person. They will sell you a dream to deliver you a nightmare. They are a con artist. They take your dignity, your self-confidence, your hopes, your dreams, your emotions, your thoughts, and they use it all against you to their advantage. Then when they've sunk you, they up and leave, often returning to take more from us with their hoover. Or if they're still with us, they will play nice for a short time to pull us back in, just to unleash the not so nice upon a time at us again. A narcissist has 2 faces. Their admiration face, where they want all the praise and the compliments and the attention. This is when they play nice. and their envious face when they tantrum and are hurtful in so many ways as they seek to destroy. Both faces are all about meeting their own needs and never about you. Start small and dream big to build your confidence back up. Look at how you're holding yourself. If you're slumped over, your body will naturally help your mind feel down. Sit straight, walk tall, smile more, find the laughter, dress to impress yourself, look good for yourself, start to feel better within yourself. Anxieties and CPTSD all need working on to create a happier, healthier you. In the smear campaign, no one throws a bigger tantrum than a narcissist losing control of someone else's mind. They will go all out to ruin those who dare to walk away from them. They will discredit people. They will ruin people's character. They will ruin people's reputation, divide and conquer, triangulation, so that the narcissist can remain in control. Don't pay the smear campaign any attention. Leave them and their flying monkeys to it. Let them gossip. Keep your head held high. You're never going to be able to please everyone. With nothing coming from you, the smear campaign will pass in time. It's not easy to gossip when you've got nothing to gossip about. It's not easy to not defend yourself. Yet do the hard work. It gets easier. Focus on what you can do for you. Life isn't always about what's happening to you. Life is about what you can do about it. Even when you've experienced all this and more, as you go along thinking, yes, one light bulb moment after another, we still might question, are they a narcissist? Am I the narcissist? They can't really be a narcissist. Toxic is toxic. Narcissist personality disorder helps give many the understanding behind someone's behaviour. It's not to excuse their behaviour. When it comes to being actually diagnosed as a narcissist, someone would need at least 5 of the 9 criteria. Entitlement. They believe they are above all others and they believe they deserve special treatment as they think they're better than others. A need for excessive attention, as they deep down are insecure and vulnerable. They need attention to keep those feelings deeply hidden from themselves and from others. They don't care for negative attention or positive attention. They prefer positive, but if they feel criticised in some way, they will bring people down to get reactions from people so that they can blame people. A narcissist needs to be in control. A lack of empathy. They do not have the ability to put themselves in another person's shoes. As long as their needs are being met, they don't feel guilt or remorse. They might feel shame. How do they handle this shame? By passing the blame and escaping any responsibility for their behaviour. Lack of responsibilities. Narcissists don't have time for commitments to a narcissist. That's for you to deal with, for you to pick up the pieces and for you to fix everything for them. They take no responsibility for their own actions, as in their eyes, you made them do it. So it's your responsibility, your fault, and you need to clear up after them. They lack boundaries. They have no respect for the law as they believe they're entitled to do as they please. They might pretend to, depending on who they're around, when in reality they will find loopholes in restraining orders. They will use courts to further punish people, all to meet a need of their own. They have no regard for others' boundaries. All they care for is getting their own needs met. They exaggerate achievements and talents. Lies are just natural to them. They lie about that much, it becomes their truth. They will exaggerate or even make stuff up to be admired, and most often they believe the lies they tell others. They monopolise conversations. To a narcissist, it's all about me, and more me. They will twist any conversation back onto themselves unless, of course, they are being called out on something, and then they will twist the conversation onto you, or they will twist it onto how ungrateful you are to get you to do something for them that you wouldn't ordinarily do. They are extremely envious of others. They want power and control. They are extremely envious and jealous of others, most often putting others down to build themselves up. They believe others are envious of them. They are extremely sensitive to criticism. No one throws a bigger tantrum like a narcissist being criticised. They will rage, silent treatment, provoke, sulk, as they believe they're perfect. Even if they were not criticised directly, they'll take it personally as they feel above all others and don't look to change themselves. Just destroy those who don't agree with them. You might get a false apology and a promise of change. This is only ever to meet a need of their own. Once met, they're back to being who they indeed are. Narcissists take advantage of others, giving very little in return, believing they're entitled and deserve special treatment. They will happily use all others with many manipulation tactics to meet their own needs. They believe they are special and unique. They believe that people don't understand them, that they are above others. The narcissist personality disorder is on a spectrum, so those on the low end of the scale may have lower levels of empathy. If they don't have at least 5 of the 9 criteria, then they might just be a toxic person. If they have at least 5 of the 9 criteria, you're most likely dealing with a narcissistic person. I shall add the video that describes more about these 9 criteria into the description. No matter who the narcissist was or is in your life, they will always be stuck on a pattern of repeat, destroying their inner selves and destroying those around them. You can learn to walk free from the drama, how to disarm them, or how to go no contact. You can learn exactly who they are and exactly what they do. You can learn to find your goals, your dreams, your happiness, heal from the pain, let go of the guilt and trauma. It is a massive learning curve. Sometimes it's hard and painful. Some moments it's easy. When those challenging moments hit, look for what you did in those easy moments and keep going. Never give up on you. Anything is possible if you keep working on you. Keep learning, keep growing, keep going. You can and you will. I shall add into the description the video on the 9 criteria for someone to be classed as a narcissist. Whether they are narcissistic or not, toxic is toxic. When somebody brings out the worst in you, you do not need them in your life. I shall also add in the video 15 things narcissistic people say to distract you from the truth and the mind games that narcissistic people play. If anyone has any thoughts on the video, please do add those into the comments. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. And if you are looking for further support, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is in the description if you'd like to take a look at that. Bye.